I have seen time and time and time again is that the Weather Channel that's trying to predict, or the weather station is trying to predict future weather events, just within a day, 2 days, they get it wrong time and time and time again. It was supposed to snow pretty hard where I'm at maybe 3 days ago. And after that, it wasn't supposed to snow till Friday. Even yesterday, Tuesday, there was no report of snow. I get up this morning, and I don't know if you can see this that well, but there's snow everywhere. Now, I forgive the false weather prophets. I know they aren't claiming the actual prophets. They're just trying to make predictions. But imagine how terrible we are at making predictions nowadays. And like, even with just how the weather's going to be, they can't even predict that right. I remember where I grew up in California, they were forecasting cold weather, snow 2 weeks in advance, something we didn't get very much. And as those 2 weeks went on, it went a lot of snow to a little snow to cold rain to a sprinkle. And by the time that the day came, there may have been just a couple clouds in the sky. Nothing happened. I was a disappointed young child. But if you can think about this, how many things in the Bible have been predicted, and to a T, accurately? I mean, for example, the Bible over 4,000 years ago predicted that mankind would be using electricity to send messages to one another, just like I'm doing right now on my phone. God says, who can send the lightnings that they may go and say to you, here we are. That's something that they shouldn't have known back then, but he predicted it. The Bible also predicted that before Jesus comes back, knowledge shall increase. And within the last 20 years, 30 years, we have almost all the knowledge of the world at our fingertips on our phones. Something that was impossible for them back then. The Bible predicts that in the last days that everybody in the world will be able to look upon certain people in Jerusalem, and only today is that possible. Only today, with our cell phones and our surveillance systems, is it possible for everyone in the world to go and look at anywhere in the world. Even tribals many times have cell phones. It's crazy. And guys, predictions are cool. But I find it amazing that as a people, we can't accurately predict the weather a day in advance. But the Bible could predict what was going to happen thousands of years in advance. That tells me that there may be a God. That tells me that Jesus may be real. That tells me that the Bible is true. Remember, in the book of Isaiah, it prophesied that the Messiah was going to be crucified, that he's going to be pierced and hung on a tree, and that all these things were going to happen to him, that he was going to suffer the crucifixion experience. But back in Isaiah's time, there was no such thing as a Roman cross. They didn't crucify people that way at that time. And 700 years later, Jesus comes and does all of those exact things that was prophesied of him 700 years beforehand. And also things prophesied about him even earlier than that. I mean, there's got to be something to this, guys. There's got to be something to this. And I wish that we could give the credit where credit's due. So many of us, we still look at the weather station, even though they get it wrong time and time and time again. We still look. We still go there to get our quote-unquote accurate report on the weather. And yet, if someone can find one small little thing that the Bible prophesied that they don't think came to pass, they dump the whole Bible. They say, oh, I don't believe this thing. And yet they go to on the internet and on the TV and watch the weather station every single day or every other day or every week, even though their predictions become wrong at least once a week. Just like it is now. Look at that. Just like it is now. I don't know. I think I smell hypocrisy. I don't think it's wrong to look at the weather station. I don't think their job in trying to predict the weather is a bad thing. But let's be consistent. We hold the Bible to a higher standard than we hold our meteorologists, or possibly PhDs in the field, who get it wrong time and time again. So many people hold the Bible to a much higher standard than they would hold any other person to, when it simply doesn't convince them. They say, oh, throw it all away. But they'll look at their fake news, they'll look at their unreliable weather stations, and continue to go there. Friends, there are so many things in the Bible that has been predicted. Christianity has predicted so many wonderful things because God is real. He speaks through people today. He prophesies today. We see it happen. Even in my own life, I had someone prophesy over me, told me everything I was doing, told me everything I was going through at the time, and gave me instruction. And it's real today, guys. And it's a great blessing. Oh, but anyhow, I'm going to be getting off for the day. So God bless you all. And I hope you all have a very wonderful day. And let's see here. How much time do I have? Yeah, I don't have a lot of time. Don't forget, every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. EST, I host a live prayer service where you can get on the live stream and receive prayer. And don't forget the different Bible studies I do throughout the week. I'm maybe doing one today. I may not, but we'll see. So may God bless you guys. I hope you have an absolutely wonderful day. And remember that the Bible is true, Christianity is real, and live your life as a Christian. Not just labeled as a Christian. Live your life as a Christian, someone who follows Jesus. You will not be disappointed. So may God bless you and have an absolutely wonderful day.